From last class onwards, what we are discussing about some natural phenomena. Of course, to learn about that, what are the natural phenomena and how they are forming or how they are coming by the nature. The phenomena which are occurred by nature, those we call natural phenomena. Understand? Then what I'm talking here, so how they are forming, for that we discussed different type of examples are there, different natural phenomena are there. But in this lesson, in our lesson, some natural phenomena from this lesson, we are learning about majority of the means which is having a best priority, means the which are destructive phenomena. What I'm saying, which are destructive phenomena. Generally, we may get destructions from the means what we may get damage from the natural phenomena, but by getting two natural phenomena, we are getting destructive to our life. So those are nothing. We'll learn about what lightning and earthquake. Lightning and earthquake. Of course, we are learning about lightning. We are learning about lightning. So what we learned about how the lightning formed? Is it or not? We already learned about how the lightning is formed. Lightning is a discharged negative charge between the charged clouds or uncharged clouds, whatever. A discharged electrical energy or negative charge from the clouds towards the earth. But it is on huge scale. It is on huge scale. How much temperature of the lightning means from the lightning we are getting around 30,000 degrees Celsius. How much temperature are getting from the lightning? 30,000 degrees Celsius. If you are ready to prepare the electrical energy from the lightning, we can prepare 60,000 amperes. Electric current is measured by ampere. We can produce 60,000 amperes from the lightning. Once when the lightning spread out in our atmosphere or gives the discharge of electric energy, it spread out 50 kilometers around the universe, around the atmosphere. 50 kilometers around the atmosphere, which is that lightning. By giving sparks of lightning means the discharge of electrical energy from the clouds when it occurs by showing the lightning, means by showing the spark, it covers around the 50 kilometers in our atmosphere. How much temperature is present? 30,000 degrees Celsius. And how much current you can produce? 60,000 amperes. How much you can produce? 60,000 amperes electrical current, electrical energy we can produce from the lightning. Understand? Okay, there is no chance to stop the lightning because it is by nature. It is by nature. But by taking some precautions, we can protect ourselves. We can protect from the destruction by the lightning. How to protect ourselves? How to protect ourselves? So by that, we discussed two types of ways. One is what to do, and next thing, what we should not do. What to do, what we should do, what we should not do. Understand? So by discussing what we are going to do during the lightning, during the thunderstorm, So what we have to do to protect ourselves from the lightning? So by that, what we are talking, first thing is we are remembering, what is the first? We must stay at home. We must stay at home, which is that house or building is low that height. The low of the height among our atmosphere means you should stay at your home or a house or building. What I'm saying to you, you have to stay at inside the building or house that should be low. That should be in low height. That should be in low height. Why? Because already we discussed why lightning always fall or otherwise discharge on which is peakest on the surface of the earth, which is the peakest part on the surface of the earth. Is it or not? Of course. Because of why? To make the neutral by the earth. The parts which are delivered by earth to upwards from the peakest place, by that it will discharge on that. So that is unable to bear the whole that much electrical energy. By that, what happens? It gives a damage. Understand? That's why what I'm saying. First thing, so we should stay or we should take shelter where at inside the home means house or building that should be in low height. That should be in low height. Understand? We have to remember what we have to do by protecting ourselves from the destruction by the water, lightning. We have to stay in low height of the buildings or house. Second thing, if you are moving or if you are traveling in a car or bus, if you are in car or bus by moving or traveling during thunderstorm, we should close. We have to stay at inside the car or bus by closing the doors and windows of the glass. Okay, we have to close what? Windows and doors for the house or otherwise for the cars and vehicles. We must stay at inside. And next thing, and one more thing, if you are in open field, if you are in open field, you should flap on the ground during the thunderstorm. We should flap on the ground during the thunderstorm. Means you have to sleep on the ground. Understand? And next thing, if you are in forest, if you are moving in a forest, you have to take shelter. You have to take shelter at what? Under small trees. Under small trees. If you are in forest, where you have to take shelter? Under small trees. Understand? See here what I am talking to you. In different situations we are talking. In different situations. And one more thing, during the thunderstorm, what we have to do means we should not use, means that we will talk after. So we have to put off the electrical circuits in our home. Electrical circuits we have to make what? Put off. Understand? By this way, however, most of we may protect ourselves from the lightning, destruction of a lightning. Otherwise, if we do not follow such a dose, what will happen? So that will discharge on ourselves or on a particular surfaces. By that, what happens? We may get fatal. Means it brings death. Understand? Okay, this is what we have to do. Then what I am saying to you next thing, during the thunderstorm, what we should not do? What we should not do? What we should not do? Number one, first thing is we should not take shelter at beside of the walls. Means we should not stand at beside of the walls. Beside of the walls. We should not. What I'm saying, you should not do. What I'm saying to you, should not do that thing. We should not stay or stand at beside of the wall. We should not stand whereas beside of the wall. Understand? And one more thing, we should not take shelter under the tall trees. We should not take shelter under a tallest trees or tall trees. Understand? Next thing, what you have to see here, one more thing, we have to avoid to utilize the electronical gadgets. We should not utilize during the thunderstorm. We have to avoid the utilization of electronic gadgets during the thunderstorm. Mobile phones, laptops, computers, televisions, whatever. Understand? See here. So what I'm saying, if that is a landline, also you have to make the disconnect to that. But landline phone also you have to make disconnect during the thunderstorm. Understand? See what we should not do. By that, what happens? We may protect ourselves. We may protect ourselves by avoiding such a dose, by taking such a dose precaution. Understand? Then coming to that, what I'm talking to you. So when lightning means there is no possibility to stop the water lightning. Okay. Then is there chance to protect ourselves means we already discussed about that. There is a possibility to protect ourselves by following some precautions. By following some precautions. But what I'm saying to you is there to avoid completely the destruction or damage from the lightning? Is there any device to avoid or to make direct neutral to the whole discharged electrical energy or negative charge from the clouds by the Earth's surface? For that, we can talk. There is a possible answer to talk about that to make them neutralize, to make them neutral to hold the discharged electrical energy by using a particular device is nothing as lightning conductor. What is that? Lightning conductor. A lightning conductor is a device used to protect what you can say lightning conductor is a device used to protect buildings from the effect of buildings from the effect of buildings from the effect of lightning. What we can lightning conductor. It is a device, lightning conductor. Lightning conductor is a device used to protect buildings from the effect of lightning. By using this lightning conductor, we may avoid the destruction to the buildings. Then how to utilize those? Then what is the property? What are the properties of the lightning conductor? Then how that lightning conductor? Then how that lightning conductor? What is the lightning conductor? Lightning conductor is a device used to protect buildings from the effect of the lightning. Understand? See what I'm saying to you? So by utilizing that lightning conductor to the building, so during the means generally by using, we can avoid the lightning during the thunderstorms. We may avoid the destruction from the lightning. There is no stop the discharging of negative charge from the clouds. It can discharge from clouds during the thunderstorm, but we may avoid the destruction by using lightning conductors, because lightning conductors neutralize the discharge whole amount of negative charge. The whole amount of negative charge will make the neutralized by lightning conductor by utilizing the particular device to the homes or houses. How like to utilize, then what are the properties we'll discuss? See, that is about lightning conductor. See here. A metallic rod, see here, a metallic rod taller than the house or building. Taller than the building, is installed in the walls of the building, building, walls of the building during its construction. During its construction. See here what I'm saying, lightning conductor is a device. Lightning conductor is a device to protect buildings from the effect of lightning. Lightning conductor is a device. What we learn? Lightning conductor is a device to protect from the effect of lightning. What is the lightning conductor? Why we are utilizing that? To protect what the effect of lightning to the building. So it is a device. How like the device we are arranging to the house or building? A metallic rod, which is that metallic rod. Why you want to use metallic rod? It is a good conductor of electrical energy. It is a good conductor of electrical energy. So a metallic rod taller than the building is installed, means fixed in the walls of the building, during its construction. When you are before constructing the walls, we are fixing that lightning conductor in the walls, the side of the wall. Understand? See here what I'm saying. One of the end of the rod is kept at taller of the building. Another end is installed into the earth surface. By taking a fit, we may make to inside the earth surface. So how like we are, one of the end of the rod is arranged or placed in air. In air means that end is taller than the building, and another end is buried in deep of the earth, buried deep in the ground. Understand? We are buried. What means we are inside the earth by making pit. Understand? See here what I'm saying. It is easy to transfer electrical energy through the ground. How like when discharge of electrical energy or negative charge from the clouds, which is the tallest spot in this particular position, that a metallic wire or metallic rod is taller than the building. So that metallic rod shows a positive charge by earth to make the neutralize. So how like see once, if you imagine this is the building. This is a building. Okay, this is a metallic rod are installed to the wall, to the earth surface. Okay, see here. So when negative charge is discharged from the clouds, the earth shows positive charge through a peak on the surface, a tallest spot on the surface, to make the neutralize first. That's why the positive charge shows towards a metallic thin rod. So to outwards in the air. By that what happens? Whole negative charge will discharge on metallic rod. By that what happens? That metallic rod is a thin. There is no chance to due to destruction to that, and also it is a good conductor. It can allow us by step through the metallic wire by making neutralize through the earth surface. Means the whole discharge negative charge will pass through the earthing, means to the earth surface, to the earth inside, through the metallic conductor, metallic rod. So the metallic rod allows to send it inside the earth, which is the whole discharge negative charge. By that earth makes neutral. By that we can avoid destruction from the lightning. We may avoid by using lightning conductor effect from lightning to protect our buildings or houses. We may protect our buildings. Or houses by using lightning conductor. By using this, we can avoid the destruction from lightning. because it makes the neutralize by installing at walls of the house which that end is taller than the house. Understand? So by that using lightning conductor, we can make what? Neutral to the discharged whole negative charge. Discharged whole negative charge. Why we utilize it such a dose? Because of lightning conductor is a good conductor for electrical energy. So the total discharge charge will pass through that good conductor or metallic rod. So by by giving earth by sending positive charge by the earth, it can make the neutral. It make the neutral. By that it avoids there is a chances to avoid what destruction or damage to the buildings from effect of lightning. Effect of lightning. Understand? See here what I'm saying. During the thunderstorm, we should not touch. We have to take precaution by installing that lightning conductor to the house. During the thunderstorm, we should not touch the lightning conductor. We should not touch the lightning conductor because that is a good conductor. It allows electric energy from discharge from the cloud. If you touch what happens, the negative charge will enter through our body. So by that, what happens? So we already learned due to the lightning how much heat and how much temperature and how much electric energy we can produce. So by the total heat energy or otherwise the temperature otherwise electric energy will transfer through our body because we are also good conductor for electrical energy. So we may get electric shock. By that we may bring fatal means death. Understand? This is a lightning. What is that? Lightning. How lightning forms? How lightning forms? And what are the main cause to form destructive phenomena is nothing as the lightning. By coming, is there possible to stop or not? If there is no possible to stop, then what you want to do, what you should not do, what to do, what should not to do. Understand? And also, where it will fall on the surface of the earth means where it will discharge on the surface of the earth. Why it always chooses peak means tallest part on the surface of the earth. And by discharging on that, why it's giving destruction? Is it or not? Why it is giving damage? Such a thought has already been discussed about that. Okay? And coming to that, then there is no possibility to stop the lightning. Then what we have to make? We are going to avoid the damage from the effects of lightning. We are ready to protect what buildings from the effect of lightning by using a device lightning conductor. By using a device lightning conductor. By install such a light in the walls of a building, we may avoid that effect of lightning to avoid the damage or destruction. Understand? This is one of the natural destructive phenomena. Natural destructive phenomena. Understand? What is that? Lightning. Do you understand that lightning? Yeah, coming to that. We know already, we discussed about there are two destructive natural phenomena. Two destructive natural phenomena. What are those two? One is lightning. We discussed that. And second thing, earthquake. What is that? Earthquake. What is that? Another destructive phenomenon. Earthquake. What is that? Earthquake. So what is that? What we can raise? What is an earthquake? What is earthquake? General we are heard by giving information by meteorological department. Meteorological department. Meteorological department. What they are giving to us? So they may inform they may inform where there is a possibility to get earthquake. Then what is the means what is an earthquake? What is an earthquake? So an earthquake is what you can say, an earthquake is sudden shaking or trembling. Trembling means vibration. Trembling means vibration of the earth, lasting for a very short period. Lasting for a very short period of time. A very short period of time. See here what I'm saying here. Generally we'll talk how it will form. What is the main cause to form the earthquake? How the earthquake will form? Then we will discuss step by step. But generally we have heard that information by the meteorological department giving to the televisions, newspapers, and also we may look up images from the newspapers, televisions, how much destruction we are getting from the earthquake. Is it or not? Whole buildings are falling on, the bridges will collapse. Okay, and also we may get tsunamis from the earthquake. Such a different target we'll discuss, not a problem to that. But what is that earthquake? What is an earthquake? An earthquake is sudden shaking. Earthquake is sudden shaking. Sudden shaking, trembling or otherwise trembling of the earth. Trembling means by vibrating of the earth, lasting for a very short period of time. Within a small interval of time, a very short period, what happens? It makes a huge destruction. Destruction makes on a huge scale. See, the sudden shaking gives us a period of time, means a very short period of time. A very short period of time. Imagine on the surface of the earth, if earth shakes suddenly, how you are feeling? Due to the gravitational force, we are unable to feel the rotation of the earth and revolution of the earth. Revolution of the earth and rotation of the earth. By shaking of the earth, imagine, is it safe for the construction? Is it safe for the vehicles? Is it safe for the human beings or living organisms, whatever? What about water from oceans, rivers, dams, seas? Remember once. So, an earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth lasting for a very short period of time. Within a very short period of time, it makes damage, destruction on huge scale. Then how it will form? To talk about some more clear, it is caused by disturbance. It is caused by disturbance deep inside the earth. Deep inside the earth crust. Is it visible that side? Yeah. What I'm saying to you, earthquake is caused by disturbance of deep inside the earth crust. What is that crust? Do you know? We may have heard that word in our lower classes, the parts of the earth. The parts of the earth. Earth crust, mantle, core. Earth crust, Earth mantle, earth core. In the core, inner core, outer core. So that we will discuss clearly. So earthquake is sudden shaking or trembling of the earth lasting for a very short period of time. A very short period of time. It is caused by why it is forming because of disturbance deep inside the earth crust. Where it is, why it is by the disturbance. By the disturbance. By how like? Deep inside the earth crust. The disturbance formed inside the earth. Inside earth means deep of the earth crust. Deep of the earth crust. How it will be? Generally, we may think by the mythical and folk. Mythical and folk. According to mythical and folk stories, means by our ancient Modanamakal Satellite. They are feeling, means according to that, they are feeling what? According to the stories, they have said the earth is balanced on the earth is balanced on the horn of a bull. Horn of a bull. What I'm saying to you, the earth is balanced on the horn of a bull. Horn of a bull. Horn of a bull. See here, according to mythical and folk stories, they are saying by our ancients, the earth is balanced on the horn of a bull. Horn of a bull. Imagine how is it possible? So by unbalancing to adjust the bull from one horn to another horn to that earth. Imagine once. They are saying that earth is balanced on the single horn of the bull. When it is adjusting or balancing by transferring that earth from one horn to another horn. One horn to another horn. By that, the earth start to what you can shake. The dew is shaking by transferring from one horn to another horn by the water bull, which is transferring bull. What is that earth? It is transferring from one horn to another horn. Understand? One horn to another horn. The earth is transferring that from one horn to another horn by the bull. By that transferring to adjust the balance, the earth is making sudden shake. Earth is making sudden shake by transferring from one horn to another horn. That's why we are getting what earthquake. By that, who has said that? Our ancient people, according to the story of mythical and folk, based on our modern numbers. They said earth balanced. Earth is balanced on the horn of a bull. That bull adjusts the earth from one horn to another horn. That's why earth is become shake. It gives shaking. Then we are getting earthquake. It is giving damage to the buildings, damage to the whole living organism. Whole living organism. They said what? Earthquake takes by that transferring the earth from one horn to another horn according to mythical folk, but earthquake is possible for all time. Earthquake occurs all the time, all over the earth. Earthquake occurs all the time and all over the earth. Earthquake is not comes on a particular place. It is not a only particular place. There is a possibility to get water all over, means all over the earth. Means on the surface of the whole earth, there is a possibility to get earthquake. But why earthquake forms? It is sudden shaking. The disturbance formed where inside deep inside the earth crust. Deep inside the earth crust. Understand? Then we will talk about what is how the earth crust and how the mantle and then core. Okay, let's see that. Remember this, what I'm saying? What how the earthquake forms. How earthquake forms. Remember. what is the main cause? That we'll discuss. Cause. See here what I'm saying. This is Earth. What is that? Earth. Okay. Imagine this is a Earth. So there are three parts in the Earth. There are three parts are in the Earth. One is what we can say Earth crust. One is Earth mantle. What is that? Earth mantle. Another one, Earth core. Earth core and Earth inner core. Inner core. Generally, this is core we can call. Three parts. What we can? Inner core, outer core. This is we can, one is inner core, one is the outer core. So one is a crust, one is a mantle, one is a core. Outer part of the surface of the Earth. The outer part of the what Earth? The outer part of the Earth, or otherwise the surface of the Earth. The surface of the Earth or outer part of the Earth is nothing as what Earth crust. What you may call this is Earth crust. What we can say? What we can? This whole part we can consider the outer part of the Earth surface. The outer part of the Earth surface is nothing we are calling Earth crust. Means this whole part is the deep of the Earth crust. Deep of the Earth crust. And this is a mantle. Earth mantle. Up to this part is the Earth mantle. Deep of the Earth mantle. And this is what we can call, this is outer core. Outer core. And this is inner core. Inner core means this is what we can call, of course, core. What we can call core. This whole is a core. Third part of the Earth. Third part of the Earth. There are three parts in Earth. One is the outer surface of the Earth. Is our surface of the Earth is nothing as a crust. And second part of the Earth is a what a mantle. Third part of the Earth is a core. The mantle is between crust and core. So we are staying on the surface of the Earth, means on the surface of crust. Okay, on the surface of crust. So we may get fossil fuels at where between the Earth crust and mantle. Earth crust and mantle. The temperature is more at the center of the Earth, means at core. Okay, whatever it can make the dissolve, temperature is more. Understand? By moving to downwards, means moving to a deep of the Earth, the gravity will be decreased, oxygen level decreases. Coming to that, what I'm saying here. So these are the parts, the disturbance formed where the disturbance formed the deep crust of the Earth. How the disturbance will form? How the disturbance will form? By forming earthquakes. By forming earthquakes, what happens? It gives destruction on huge scale. It gives destruction on huge scale. Generally, earthquakes form in all time. Earthquake forms in all time, but based on the major earthquakes are forming what a less frequent, less chance, less frequently. Major earthquakes are not forming what a frequently. It can much less frequent. Major earthquakes are much less frequent, and also regular earthquakes are giving less damage on the surface of the Earth. Major earthquakes only give the damages to the what building, bridges, and it forms natural phenomenon tsunami. When earthquakes occurs in water, in ocean, seas, or rivers, it brings water, tsunamis, floods. So it gives the imminence of the destruction, means which is earthquake giving. How earthquake will occur by the nature. Generally, in the year 2004, December 26th, we got tsunami in Indian Ocean. 2004, December 26th, where we got a major tsunami occurred in the Indian Ocean. Major tsunami occurred where? Formed in Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean. The coastal regions or coastal people or coastal places all are suffered on huge scale. Their losses, they suffered and they lost huge losses. They have suffered huge losses. Most of left their life and living property. They become as a poverty by farming. What is tsunami by the earthquake in Indian Ocean in the year 2004. In the year 2004. Understand? Then coming to talk about how the earthquake occurs. How the earthquake occurs. Generally, we may understand how like earth consists of three types of parts. Means at inner, means in the deep of the crust, the earth crust consists different type of fragments, means hill stations and some gas, minerals, water between the rocks. Due to the high temperature by its course to the mantle, what happened? Those start to melt. By that, it will be adjust the fragments to move up and down. By that, what happened? By adjusting the fragments, means by adjusting the plate, the fragments we can call plates. The plates, what happened? Adjust to make the earth crust as the same. By adjusting the earth crust as same by the two plates, those gives a disturbance to form on the earth crust surface. Those give to form disturbance or sudden shake gives on the earth crust surface. How like it is possible to give? How like it is possible to form water? Sudden shake by the adjusting plate or fragments. Let's we discuss clear information how it is, how earthquake forms. That we will discuss with clear information. What is the earthquake? Means what we discuss today? Earthquake is a sudden shaking or tremble. What is the tremble of? What you can say? Of the earth lasting for a very short period of time. A very short period of time. Understand? What we discussed already, earthquake occurs in all times, and also what we discussed, the disturbance formed a deep earth crust. The disturbance formed a deep earth crust. By that we are getting earthquake. Earthquake occurs, the disturbance formed a deep earth crust. That we are discussing how the disturbance formed at earth crust surface, at earth crust. And also we may learn how to measure the earthquake on which scale. Means by how much reading, by how much scale it will occur, and also what is the damage giving, whether it is means there is a possible to obstruct or not, means is there possible to stop or not, or otherwise is there possible to predict before where we are getting earthquake, and also is there possible to protect ourselves from the earthquake? Then if is there possible to protect ourselves, what we have to do? What we have to do? Such like we are going to discuss. Let's talk about see here locating the tsunami affected areas in the map that we will discuss by using map. Coming to that, what causes an earthquake? What causes an earthquake? What causes an earthquake? What are the causes? Why the earthquake occur? Why that natural phenomena occur? So before what we discussed, according to mythical and folk stories, it is a not true that story. Okay, the disturbance formed by the earth. Generally, the earth is balanced by horn of a bull. When you adjust one horn to another horn, what happens? The disturbance formed on the earth. That's why we are getting what we are getting earthquake. But if that adjusts from one place to another, what happens? On the particular place only we should get earthquake. But what happens? Earthquake we are getting in all areas, in all places on the earth, and also we are getting in all times, in all situations. Is it? So that's why what happened by scientifically that was failed to study on that. But that's how our ancient people was believed. That's why we have to know. See, coming to that, what we can say about how earthquake, what are the causes? What are the causes? There are different causes are there, number of causes are there to know about formation of earthquake. One is, see here, the earth inside, whereas inside the earth, inside the earth, inside the earth, it consists of inside the earth what are different fragments. What it consists? Different fragments means what I'm saying. Hill stations means hill areas and rocks, huge rocks and minerals, water. Such a different fragments are there. Each and every fragment we are calling a plate. We are calling as a plate. Due to the heat produced by core of the earth, that fragments will or plate will start to melt. By that, the gaps will form between the any two of the plates or fragments. Where there is a gap forming, that earth crust should be balanced on the surface of earth. That's why the plates will adjust. The plates will adjust to the earth crust. By placing as adjust means by making adjust to the earth crust, by adjusting the plates, by joining the plates, we may get a disturbance on the surface of earth. We may get disturbance on the surface of the earth. That disturbance where it is forming at deep, because the fragments or plates are adjusting at the deep of the earth crust. By adjusting that mutual heights are adjust to make as a level on the surface of the earth crust. By that what happens? It gives disturbance and means it makes sudden shaking or trembles at inside the earth. So by that what happens? We are getting earthquake on a very short period of interval of time or short period of time. Okay, so that is the one cause. That is one first to understand how earthquake forms. Then, generally, if it makes as a suitable reason to identify the formation of earthquake, then what about real facts? What about real facts? To understand that, see here, we already discussed that three parts of the earth crust, three parts of the earth, three parts of the earth, inner parts of the earth. One is earth crust and one is mantle, one is what we discussed the core. One is core. Yeah. See here, the tremors are forming at deep of the earth crust. Tremors means the vibrations are forming. The vibrations are forming at deep of the earth crust. Deep of the earth crust. By the adjusting of fragments by plates to make the level. So, due to the tremors formed at deep of the plate, what happened? It gives shaking on the Earth's crust surface. It gives shaking on Earth's crust surface. By that we are getting what? Disturbance on the Earth's surface. Disturbance on the Earth's crust. So by giving disturbance, the whole buildings or bridges, whatever are present on the Earth's surface on the particular area, it gives huge damage, huge losses, huge loss on the surface of the Earth. Okay? See, we'll discuss some more clear information. What are the causes to form earthquakes, how to measure, and what are the devices to measure, understand? And also what are the precautions should take, where it formed in our India and world, that we'll discuss. Major earthquakes we'll discuss. And also that areas, what you may call earthquake areas, prone areas you may call, such a particular we may learn in the next class. So remember what we will finish today and last classes, and learn, and have to learn. Understand? We'll see in the next class. Have a good day to you.